Hey guys, welcome back to another Value Vintage Cards video. Just wanted to real quick document some of what is headed out the door. I don't know, maybe I have trading fever, but literally everything I have here is a duplicate with the exception of one card that I'm trading. I guess a couple of patch cards or relic cards I'm trading are not technically duplicates, but they're similar, and I definitely have others of those players. So just thought I would document this and kind of ask the question, how many of you guys trade on a somewhat regular basis? I know I was definitely more of the belief that you buy what you like and you keep it. And I almost think before I really got deep into some of the oddball and unique things, kind of hit the wall. Not that I had everything, but I have a Yastrzemski run, I have the full Williams run, I have the full Walter Payton run, I have the whole Frank Robinson run. So at some point you say, well, if I have the whole run, what do I do now? Maybe I find just good deals on extra rookies, or some of those guys are, I think, undervalued within the hobby. Whether or not their card is, I'm not sure. That's a whole different type of question, really. But I think they're maybe underappreciated. Frank Robinson's statistics, I think his rookie cards, very fairly priced, probably underpriced for what I would think is fair. But that said, I acquired multiples of those. And then as I started diving in deeper and looking more and more at some of these really unique sets, I said, all right, so paradigm shift, mind shift. Maybe it's time to explore the idea of just having one. A couple of these I have two of, but for the most part, I'm going to keep one of these cards. So this is a big trade. I reached out. There's probably a good half dozen dealers I've worked with on Facebook, sometimes on eBay prior as well. But Facebook, you have a little more of a real relationship with folks. That's how I got that big Stan Musial I just picked up. I believe I picked up the Ted Williams, Wilson Franks off there as well. That Ted Williams rookie I picked up off there. A T206 Cobb. So I picked up some really big, fun cards off eBay and or off Facebook. I'm sorry, I picked some up off eBay as well, of course, but off Facebook. And so with Facebook, you do have that little more personal relationship. So when I was looking at my collection, I'm just going to do a quick kind of like scan of what all is actually here. I was looking at all these duplicates, and I said, you know what? I could very reasonably and happily move on from all these really cool duplicates. All fantastic cards, nothing I'm like, getting out the door because I absolutely can't stand the cards. They're still beautiful, cool, some really unique ones. Nothing with sentimental value, nothing that I've had since I was, 9. So it's all kind of things I've acquired probably somewhere in adulthood. And so I just said, you know what, let's see what's possible. So I reached out to two in particular that I knew had collections that I could, absolutely find some good trade partners for, let's say that. And both were receptive. Everything you see is actually going to one particular friend slash dealer slash collector. I'm not sure which sequence he would consider himself. Dealer is definitely fair. He absolutely has stuff for sale at all times. But I would say at this point I've seen him at card shows. I've watched his videos on YouTube. He's even on YouTube. So, all the good stuff. So all this stuff is going to him. I'll be getting 2 cards back from him. I actually have another proposal in the works for another kind of one big card and one moderate card that is also just very, very cool. And then there's another dealer that I made a deal for I'll say a little bit less big card, but he's going to be getting also Reggie. I worked in some relics on his deal, so Joe Jackson, Babe Ruth, Jackie, Gehrig. And then the card I'm getting from him is a little bit rough, so I said, I want you to take something a little bit rough. So he's getting a Koufax rookie on the cheap. Those that love pinholes, I usually don't mind pinholes, but I think someone put a pinhole in this and then went and took it right off the wall. So now you got like a little sawtooth wedge in there, but 6 cards going to him, a whole bunch going to my other friend. So I just thought it's fun to document this. This is kind of the before. I can do a video in hopefully a week or less, and I will show y'all what comes back in the mail from all of this. Yeah, just curious. How many of you guys trade? If you do trade, do you trade at shows? Do you trade at dealers? Do you trade it through neighbor? That was the beauty of being a kid. You'd trade with 5 or 6 people in your neighborhood, so you could unload things all the time and see what they found. So good times, good memories. But how many of you guys trade right now? So this is what's going out the door for me. I will show you what comes back as soon as I get it. Thanks. Have a good one.